Hello, and welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going to talk about a power you probably didn't even know you had, the legal power to take action against those public nuisances that drag down your whole community. Let's get right into it.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. That pile of garbage on the street corner that just keeps getting bigger. You can smell it, you worry about infections, and it just feels hopeless, doesn't it? You're probably thinking, is anyone ever going to clean this up? Well, it turns out there is something you can do. The law actually provides a surprisingly direct way to handle it. So, to actually get something done, we first need to speak the language of the law. Let's take this problem from being just a daily frustration and turn it into something specific, something with a real solution. Okay, so here's the key term you need to know. Public nuisance. Now, this isn't just about something that bugs you personally. Legally, it's an act that causes a common danger or injury to everyone. That garbage example is perfect because it shows the switch, right? It's not just ugly to look at, it's a genuine public health hazard. And that's what matters. So, if that's the problem, who has the power to fix it? Let's introduce the key person you're going to want to know.
The person with the actual authority to step in is the Executive Magistrate. Now, you'll most commonly know them as the SDM, which stands for Subdivisional Magistrate. This is the official you can go to, and they're not just a figurehead. They have very specific legal duties to handle these exact kinds of situations.
Now for the really useful part. How does the SDM actually use this authority? While the law lays out a super clear step-by-step process for them to follow. This power comes from a specific law, the Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita of 2023. This code gives the SDM a structured playbook to follow whenever a public nuisance gets reported. It's not just them making things up as they go, it's a defined official procedure. So in a typical case, the process is a clear three-step escalation. First, the SDM sends out a formal notice. This puts the responsible person on the clock, giving them a deadline, say 7 days, to clean up their act. If they ignore it, well, then they start facing actual legal penalties. It's a system that's designed to give them a chance to comply before the hammer comes down. Okay, that makes sense for a standard problem. But what about when things are really serious? What if waiting 7 days is just not an option? What if the danger to the public is right here, right now? For those urgent cases, the law has a much faster, much more powerful tool. Think about something like illegally dumped medical waste. If a nuisance is an immediate threat, the magistrate doesn't wait around. They are empowered to take direct action right away to protect people. And here's where you can really see the difference between the two tracks. In a normal case, the offender gets time to fix it and might face a fine. But in an urgent case, whoa, it is immediate and severe. The SDM acts first, gets the mess cleaned up, and then hands the entire bill to the offender. And if they don't want to pay, the SDM can literally seize and sell their property to cover the costs. The consequences get serious fast. And here it is. This is probably the most crucial part of all. When an SDM takes this kind of urgent direct action, that order is final. It cannot be challenged, it cannot be held up in some other court. This gives them the ultimate decisive power to protect public safety. End of story.
So you see, just understanding this process is incredibly empowering. Let's really lock in the key points you can use to help protect your own community.
Okay, let's wrap this all up. First, remember you have the right to report a public nuisance to the SDM. That's your official go-to. Second, they have two main tools, a standard notice for everyday problems and immediate action for emergencies. And this is the part you really got to remember. In those emergencies, they can force the offender to pay for the cleanup, even if it means seizing their property. And that decision, it's final. It is a seriously powerful tool for keeping the public safe. Look, this isn't just some abstract legal theory. It's a practical guide for you to take action. The system is there. It's designed to protect the public. So the real question is, now that you know how it all works, how are you going to use this knowledge to make sure your community stays safe and clean for everyone? Thanks for joining The Explainer.